This is going to be a video on arithmetic sequences. We're going to go over the recursive formula and the explicit formula. And then hopefully that'll be a good reminder for you all. So here we have a sequence. If there are two things we need for both of the formulas, we need the first term, a sub 1, and the common difference. Okay, and remember the common difference is what you're adding or subtracting to each term in the sequence. So if I'm looking at 7, 4, 1, negative 2, what am I doing to get to the next term? Remember what you can do here, if you can't think of it off the top of your head, take the second term minus the first term, and it gives you your common difference. So 4 minus 7 is negative 3, or you could just think 7 plus what is 4? So 7 plus negative 3 is 4, and just make sure, does that continue each time? 4 minus 3, yep, that's 1. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So here our first term is 7, and our common difference is negative 3. Okay? So let's write the recursive formula first. Now remember, the recursive formula is only really helpful if you need to know the next term. So let's see, recursive. All right. So the formula is a sub 1 equals blank, a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus your common difference. So we have a sub 1 equals, well, it's 7 because we already wrote that down, and then a sub n equals a sub n minus 1, and plus your common difference, well, common difference is negative 3, so minus 3. So the only two things we plugged in here are the first term and the common difference. And that's all for your recursive formula. So now let's look at your explicit formula. Okay, explicit formulas are usually a lot more beneficial for you. Okay, so we have the formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus, parentheses, n minus 1 times your common difference. So we have a sub n equals your first term, which is 7, plus n minus 1 times negative 3. Now this one we do need to remember we have to simplify. So I'm going to distribute this negative 3 here. So I have 7, and then negative 3 times n is minus 3n. Negative 3 times negative 1 is plus 3. So I get, I'm going to bring down the n first, so negative 3n, and then 7 plus 3 is 10. So our explicit formula is a sub n equals negative 3n plus 10. Now, from the explicit formula, I could ask crazy things. For instance, I could say, find me a sub 45, okay? Which means I want to know what the 45th term is. Now, with the recursive formula, that would take you forever because you would have to find the second term and then the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, so on and so forth until you finally got to the 45th term. So that's the good thing about the explicit formula, is I don't need to find all the previous ones. I can literally just plug in 45 in for n. So I have negative 3 times 45 plus 10. Okay, so then negative 3 times 45, okay, that is negative 135, so negative 135, and then plus 10 is negative 125. So your 45th term is negative 125. And that's all for my little sequence lesson.